and I'm not hearing anything back because that's just how the economy is. Well, what does it look like out there in terms of the competition, the average amount of resumes you have to send out? Because you keep hearing it, it's a full-time job looking for a job.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you right now that probably the worst way to find a job is to send your resume out.
Interesting.
What is the number one way to find a job? You know what the number one way to find a job is? Networking.
Networking.
It isn't what you know, it's who you know. How many times have you heard that? You know, there are all these network sites, LinkedIn, all these networking sites are all focused on bringing people together. 80% of all jobs aren't even posted. And that's
a high number, Michael. 80%.
What is that? I think it's 5% come from the internet. 5% come from the internet. 80% come from basically networks, and about 15% come from recruiters. So, you know, you want to use recruiters, but you want to talk to people. You know, how many times do you know somebody who's really good at their job and they don't say anything, and then the other person's maybe not as good at their job, but you know, they're the social butterfly, and all of a sudden they're getting promoted, right? Well, you know what? Then play the game. And the game is to let people know who you are. Join associations, join professional associations. You know, get involved.
So you've given a great tip right there. If you happen to be on the job market looking for work, the best thing to do immediately is start networking. Don't stay in your little closed door, hide in the corner and say,
the worst thing you can do. That's
the worst thing. So get over that fear at least of networking, because that could be another fear.
There are wonderful organizations. Volunteer in the community. What is a great way to meet people? To volunteer. Go volunteer with the community center. Go volunteer. You know, go volunteer to be on a board of directors somewhere. You know, all those organizations are dying for volunteers. School volunteers. Everybody's looking for volunteers. Use your skills. If you can show what you can do in a volunteer capacity, somebody's going to look at that and say, you know what? That's amazing what you've done. Hey, would you come work for me?
Well, you know what you're saying there, it makes a lot of sense, but you brought an orange here.
I want to show you. I want to give everybody.
We're going to hold off on that for a minute, though, but you have a point. So, now that you've been told, okay, get out there and show yourself off, well, Michael, you got to show something off. You got to have something to show for it, and that's why you're here, to teach us all what to show, okay? So, don't forget our lines are open for you to call in at any time. We're going to return after this. Stay tuned.